we're doing my hair and we're just girl talking today. Okay, this video we're gonna be talking about my type. Like, what is my type? You know, like what is Trinity Joy's type? So, as y'all all know, I am a single woman of God. I'm single right now. January 2026. Your girl is single and dating. I'm dating boys right now. So my type. And this video is gonna be like, what's my type, and like, how do you figure out your own, like, what type of dudes that you think that you should be going for. And type is not looks, y'all. Yeah, type is not looks. Like, anybody can like look good and they be piece of work. So type is just like type of man I would mess with. I'm gonna tell y'all my old type. So y'all know I'm from New Jersey, right? And New Jersey is close to New York. Like, we're really close to New York. So my type would be like New York men. Like, I like New York men. I mean, Jersey dudes is cool, but they not like New York guys. They just got a different attitude. Like, you can tell when a man's from New Jersey, and you can tell when a man's from New York. Like, New York men, they got like swag. They swag is different. Like, they just fired. They used to be fired to me, you know? Like, growing up around like my cousins dated men from New York, because we're like cousins basically. Like, I live 30 minutes away from New York, 15 minutes by train, so 30 minutes by car. So like, we're like really close. We're like down the street from each other basically. So that used to be my type. I used to love New York. I used to be watching like all like New York type of videos, especially coming from a girl that's from New Jersey that like basically grew up in both, states. It's like, yeah, we kind of have mixed personalities, honestly. So yeah, they used to be my type because they had swag. They was aggressive, and back then I thought I liked that, but once I got older, I really didn't like that. I mean, I still admire their swag. I think New York men have really good swag, but I stopped solely thinking about looks and started to think more about like their attitude. Like, don't get me wrong, like they'll treat you really, really good. They'll buy you gifts. You could live lavish with a New York man, but I haven't seen that many like want to get married. And it's not like, I just haven't seen it. And I'm not saying that they wouldn't marry me, but I'm just saying I just haven't seen it with my own eyes. But the type of men that I was dealing with around growing up in, New Jersey, how young I was, and how like they acted and type of energy that they carried. As I've grown up, I just don't align myself with that anymore. And honestly, you can't really put a title on a certain area from how people grew up, but I feel like the way you grow up is very, very important. So yeah, I just right now, I probably don't see myself in the future being with a guy from New York or New Jersey or anywhere from the north. Honestly, the north, no, just no. So as I grow up and as I've like tried like changed my music, and I've changed like what I listen to. I'm not gonna lie, I don't only listen to Christian music, but I'm trying to. I'm like growing in Christ, so you can't really judge me because y'all are not perfect either. And I know I portray myself as like the feminine care, like a feminine, pers- perspective, like a feminine like symbol of Christ. Like, not, I'm not Christ, but like of a Christian. Like, I feel like feminines are always growing and enhancing, and they're always trying new things, and they don't like do with the trends. Like, they're so flowy. Like, I'm such a flowy, vibrant person, and I'm like a go with the flow type of person. Like, I never ever stick to like one certain trend. I'm always trying new stuff. Like, that's what I think a feminine is, and I'm always growing in Christ. And my heart is like the most feminine thing that you can ever describe. Like, I have such a beautiful heart, and I just want my heart to be treated the way God treats me. And I found that it's more drawn to Southern men. I love Southern men. I think that they're so sweet and kind, and they're not like too big on like the fancy lavish lifestyle. Like, they're more of like don't know. I don't think they care too much about like the city life and all that stuff. Like I love that they are just, so hands on, like blue collared workers. I mean, I would date someone that isn't a blue collar worker, but I just find like um Southern men very attractive. It's just like the way they were raised, and like, and I'm more like a traditional Southern man. Like I want someone that like rides horses, cuz I ride horses myself. So I want someone that rides horses, like that does that type of stuff. Like that's like kind of my type, like that type of Southern man. Like someone that like tends to like the farm and like, wants to have like a family, like wants to settle down like really early, like those traditional roles. Like I don't like life like the city life. I value traditional homes, and I love where I came from. Don't get me wrong. I would never shade New Jersey or New York City. I would never shade them because I love them. Like I feel like I feel like every man I have met has had a big heart, that you could just tell. But it's just like, I feel like when men from the northern, they're just like more sheltered. That doesn't mean that they don't have a big heart. It's just like their heart is more sheltered, and you have to like rip it off like by layers for years, and they really won't put you on until like, they're ready. And that's totally understandable, because you just have to be understanding with everybody, not just like, I know like some people are like, oh, men are just men. No, they're human beings just like yourself. But yeah, I just find like Southern men and their characters just to be like, I don't know, just more simple. Like I like simple men. I like simple lifestyles. I like tending to the home. I like domestic roles. I love it. And I love a man that isn't fascinated, that works a normal job. Like we have like a small community where everybody knows each other, that everybody trusts each other, like stuff like that. Like, and I know it's like fairy tale or whatever, but that's just like what I'm drawn to. I love a country boy. I love a cowboy. I think cowboys are so fine, y'all. I had seen this boy. Y'all, he had like his cowboy hat and his like. Just know I thought he was very attractive, and he's like back then I'm like, he country, like anybody from the north, like we always like mix, like if someone doesn't dress like a certain way, be like, oh, they're country, like So yeah, that's just like how I grew up, how my parents are, and what I was introduced to. But as I've grown up, like I've really started to realize what my type is. Like I love a man that's hands-on, that's masculine, that just like that doesn't care that he's like dirty, and like not like dirty like stinky, just like wants to get his hands dirty, wants to like build, wants to take charge, like like one day we'll go out, like let's go horseback riding, or let's go, let me take you fishing. Like stuff like that is so attractive to me. I'm so into nature. I am so into like everything that God has given us. I'm not really into like the fast lifestyle. I'm not into city life. I'm not into clubbing. I'm not into nothing like that. I'm very much into simplicity. And I'm going to attach some images right here of like what I'm attracted to. But yeah, I really, 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 really find that attractive. Like I really find cowboys, men from the southern hospitality, ma'am, like ma, like that is so freaking attractive to me. And that's just my type, y'all. It's my type. And y'all can't be mad at my type. So what I would say, I'm just gonna make this a little segment because it's already 9 minutes. So I just want to tell y'all how to find your own types is like, start to go deep within yourself and what you want in the future. Like me personally, I'm always thinking about my future kids and who I want them to model after. I want my son to be modeled after a Southern man, so that's why I'm more attracted to Southern men, because I know that's how I want my son to act. I want my son to be like rough, like manly. Like I want my son to like, like pick out flowers for like a little girl in our neighborhood. Like that's how I see my son, envision my son doing. And my daughter, I want her to just have like a a humble life. Even if we're rich, even if God gives us all like the money in the world, I still want my kids to be humble. I think humility is everything. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I have trouble with humility. I'm sorry, y'all. My eyebrows are not the same length. We're about to fix this. We're about to fix this. Hold on. Yeah, you know? So it's like, here we go. So it's like, you know, I like masculinity, I like femininity, and I feel like the closer you are to God and his creation, the closer you are to your feminine and masculine energy. I feel like society romanticizes city life, luxury apartments. I have a luxury apartment. I really don't care for it. I'd rather just live I'd rather just start being a wife and motherhood now, but I know that God has a time and place for everything. Respect God's timing, and I respect God's character because he is so good. He's been so good to me, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so thankful and grateful that I even have the opportunity to explain or to just even know myself to the point where I know my type. You know, and I'm grateful that he gave me the opportunity to, you know, create this platform and help other women figure out what their type is, and to not solely think about themselves and their image because that fades, but to think about their children and how they want their children to grow up to become. Like, I think black suburban lifestyle just fits what I want in my future. I don't want to be a baby mother. I don't shade any baby mother or a single mom. They're not even baby mothers, they're single moms. And I think that they're single moms are doing an amazing job, and I know it can happen to anybody, whether you're dating a southern or a northern man, and I think that just picking the right man does matter, but I just like the lifestyle of the South. I like the hospitality. I want my children to grow up in well mannered. I'm not saying that in New Jersey and New York or Northern that you won't grow up well mannered, where you will, but I just know like other kids are more like are growing up with that. Other families are growing up with that same mindset, and I feel like you're more able to cross roads with people that aren't well mannered, where you could get easily influenced. And I know myself, I have become easily influenced with that. So yeah, yeah. So again, y'all, I'm thankful for you listening to me, and I hope you guys come back for my next video.